So all you need is some 90 degrees aluminum profiles that are 1 meter long, and then we are going to make a cut at 30 centimeters right here, and we're going to do the same for the second one. Then we take a piece of 30 centimeters and secure it in a vise. And we're going to put some super glue on this end here. Okay. And then we take our 1 meter aluminum profile and put it on there, nice and straight. Okay, that will hold it in place, and now we're gonna drill a 6 millimeter hole. Okay, and now we can put a nut through there. And then we do the same for the other side. And then we put some nuts on there so everything stays together. When that's done, we put the frame back into the vise and make sure that the cut is just over the edge. And then we take another piece of aluminium, put it over there so we don't accidentally bend this piece. And now we can bend this safely. You will have to lift it up a little bit so this piece can overlap. If you're not able to bend it over there, just take some pliers and bend it a little bit over like that. Okay, I hope it's gonna work now. Oh yeah, it's working. Once you bend these two pieces a few degrees, it doesn't need to be exact. You can put your second 30 centimeter aluminium piece right here, and then we drill a hole right here. After that, we can also put some nuts and bolts right in there. And when that's done, we can bend these further until they perfectly match. Okay, so we cannot bend it any further because we are pushing against this bolt here. So we're gonna cut that right off. Okay, after you made the cut, you can bend it right back. Then we put a aluminium plate under there and mark it. And then we lay that on top of that and drill 4 holes. Okay, once that's done, we can put a bolt and nut through there to hold everything in place. And then we can drill the next holes. And now we can also cut this off so it doesn't overlap. Now, to make sure the nuts don't vibrate loose from the bolt, I'm going to put some Loctite on there. Okay, I've put the bolt on the frame to see if everything fits, and it does. And you need a little bit of free room here, so that's normal. And now I'm looking for the balance point to know where I need to put the wheels. And it's exactly here on this line. And I've tested it with and without the batteries, and weirdly enough, it's the same. And now I'm going to drill 2 holes right here. Alright, everything is secured with some nuts, bolts and Loctite. So now we can put some wheels on there. And here are the wheels that I have chosen. Here is the part number. Now this M6 bolt doesn't fit directly, so we are going to make this hole a bit bigger. Okay, the hole is now a little bit bigger than 6 millimeters, so now the bolt should fit, and it does. Nice. Ooh, there's a lot of wobble on the wheel, so that's not good. That's probably because I've used a normal drill, so I need to do it again, but with a drill press, so it's nice and straight. And also, metal on plastic, it's not really a good idea because the plastic inside the wheel will wear out very fast. So we are going to make the hole a little bit bigger and put a metal tube in there. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, I'm back from the store, and I was very lucky because I found this tube with a hole that is a little bit bigger than 6 millimeter. It's 6.1, and that's perfect because if it would have been 6 or 5.9, then this bolt wouldn't fit in there. I'm going to saw off 4 pieces of this tube, each one 30 millimeters long. And then we remove the sharp edges. Next up, I'm gonna glue the shaft into the wheel with some 2-component glue. First we mix it up, then wait for about a minute, and then we can put it inside the wheel and onto the shaft. Okay. Then while that's drying, we're gonna move it always a little bit to make sure it's always nice and centered. Okay, done. And I've also put a bit of glue around the shaft and on the inside of the wheel for a stronger connection, and that will also seal it off for dirt. And now we're gonna let that dry for about an hour. Okay, now let's see if it's any better. Oh yeah, a lot better. That's almost perfectly straight. And then we put 2 nuts on the bolt and secure them, but we leave a little bit of play so the wheel can turn freely, like this. Oh yes. And then we do the same to connect the wheel to the trailer, and then it will look something like this. And now we're gonna saw off 4 pieces of 10 centimeters. And then about in half, I'm going to make a 90-degree bend. Oh wow, look at that. It's exactly 90 degrees. Okay, and now we do that 3 more times. Now the boat will be supported on this wheel right here. It's from a Sherman tank in scale 1/16, and the distance is exactly 5 centimeters. So now I'm going to drill a hole right here, and this drill bit is 3 millimeter. And now I'm going to saw off the corners. Alright, done. And now we drill 2 6mm holes in here. Okay, and then we take our plate and our Sherman wheel and a screw and a bearing. The kit with these wheels comes with all this stuff. And then we put a nut on the other side. And these nuts are special. They do not come with the kit, but I had still some leftovers, and these will not vibrate loose. And then we tighten our nut, not too tight, so the wheel can still turn, but not too loose, otherwise it will fall off. Yes, perfect. And then I've placed 2 wheels at the back of the trailer and also 2 in the front, but that wasn't enough because when the boat was coming back to get out of the water, it was hitting these aluminum plates and not the wheels, so it was impossible to get the boat out. And that's because these wheels are a lot higher because the hull of the boat is not flat. So I had to place 2 more wheels in the middle. And as you can see, I've also removed 2 wheels from the trailer because it was very hard to turn the trailer with 4 wheels. And then I took another aluminium plate and bent it 90 degrees so I could attach this hitch. And now we can hook the trailer up to my Ford Bronco. I decided that I also want a winch on the trailer, so let's try and make it electric. These 2 connectors don't match, so let's cut that off. And let's solder a new connector on there. And then we put some heat shrink over the wires. And then we twist the wires together. Make sure you do not switch positive and negative. Okay. Oh yes, that looks very nice. And then we slide the heat shrink over there. And then we let it shrink. Okay, job well done. And now let's test it out with this little battery that I have laying around. It's 7.4 volts. That should be enough, and hopefully not too much. Okay. And it doesn't work. Damn. I think the battery is almost empty, so let's try it with this big one for now. In the meantime, I will charge the little battery. Okay. Yes, it works. Nice. And then I've installed the motor on an aluminium plate together with a switch. So if I move it to the front, then it will lower the boat, and when I pull the switch back, it will pull the boat back onto the trailer. And then I've installed this hook here at the bottom of the boat, so it's out of sight, but that was very stupid because when the tension of the cord of the winch is gone, then it just falls off. So I need to reinstall that here at the top of the boat. And then it was also necessary to install these 2 bars because when the boat was pulled in, the back of the boat was always drifting off because this piece right here is underwater, so the boat is not secured on the wheels. That only happens when you drive off. Then the boat lowers and then it's secured. So that's why I had to install these two long pipes. It's just a threaded bar, so it's secured with two nuts here and on the bottom. And then this piece of aluminium, that's the same as right here in this wheel. So it's some leftover. It's to protect the boat so the threads don't damage the plastic hull. So the trailer is now finished. The only thing I need to do now is lower the wheels a little bit, because when I attach it to the Ford Bronco Jeep, then it sits a bit like this. It's not completely straight. So that's the only thing I need to adjust. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and maybe subscribe to see more, and you all have a nice day now. Bye!